Hey everybody, welcome to the parent information video for Refuel 2020. We could not be more excited to be able to go to camp during this time. We have been 7 months of not being able to see the students face to face and not being able to connect with them and grow in our relationships with Christ together. And we are just so excited to be able to do that with your students. Today we're going to go over a few things. We're going to go over some of the precautions that we are taking due to the COVID pandemic, some of the things that we're going to do to work on keeping your students safe and us safe, what to expect for the weekend, including the schedule, and then also a packing list. So all the things that your student needs to bring with them to camp. We're going to start with those COVID precautions I was talking about. The number one, well, there's going to be a few different changes, but one of the big ones is masks. We've grown accustomed to using them, and they will be required at camp in certain spaces. So one of those is the bus. We are going to be riding a charter-style bus to camp, and the students will be required to wear a face covering while on the bus. So speaking of the bus, we also are changing that up just a little bit. Usually, well, we do rent these big charter buses to take us to and from camp, and typically they fit 56 people. We're going to cut that number down in half, and we're going to give each person their own individual rows and try to stagger them in a way that we can social distance as best we can. However, we will be wearing masks, so that will help as well. They'll also need to wear their masks when we're in the common areas, including we go to a lodge style bunkhouse, if you will, and there's a big common area where there are a few couches and things, and sometimes students are in there. When they are in those spaces, we will be requiring them to have a face mask on. When they're in their individual rooms, however, they will not need to wear the face mask in that area. Also, our large group times, when we're having our large group times, they'll need to wear the face mask as well. When we're outside, which is a lot of our time is outside, they will not be required to wear a face mask. So they'll be able to properly social distance outside in nature while we're having a great time. Also, we are doing 50% capacity in the actual rooms. So typically they sleep about 8 in bunk beds and those sort of things. So we're going to do at least maximum of 50% capacity. Some of the rooms may have less, which is great. More room to spread out. And then also we are going to keep all of the groups together throughout the weekend. This is for a couple of reasons. One, it keeps them with just one group of people sort of throughout the entire weekend that they're around those people. And two, it also allows us to be able to grow in relationships with each other and biblical community and get to know each other in our small groups. And that also kind of transfers over to our Sunday morning same small group. So if your child is a 5th grade girl, they will stay with the 5th grade girls. They'll sit together on the bus. They will room together or close to each other. They will sit together in our large group time. They will do activities together. They'll even sit together for meals. So that'll be a really fun thing for us just to be together and have those times. Also, we will be bringing lots of hand sanitizer, so that way we can have the students hand sanitized before they go eat, when they're done eating, when they go into the large group space, when they come into the lodging area. We will have hand sanitizers set up for them so that they could just use those and have that. And of course, just normal social distancing. We'll be asking students to try to social distance as much as possible when outside and not wearing a mask. Just as much as possible all around. So we will be taking those precautions. Keeping your students safe is our number one priority. And we are doing everything, and the camp is too, that we can do to make sure that we all stay safe. So moving on to the next thing is our schedule. I'm not going to go over the whole schedule. This will be attached, at least something that looks like this will be attached in an email if you're signed up to go to Refuel already, in an email that you'll receive. The main things for parents to know is check-in. Check-in's going to happen at 6:30 p.m. on Friday, and that's going to be at Gateway. You'll use entrance 5. And our admin assistant, Ilse, is going to have that all set up for you with clear signage of what to do and how to do it. And some of the things they'll be doing at check-in is they'll get their Refuel hoodie. So this year we've decided to do a hoodie. It's black. It has the Refuel logo that you've seen everywhere on it, which is great because if it's anything like today, which is Wednesday, and it's 50 degrees outside and everyone is freaking out. So if it's anything like that, we're going to need those hoodies. I personally love it when the weather is cold at Refuel. It makes it feel really fun and fall and winter and all that good stuff. So then we actually depart for camp around 7 p.m. If you're going to have any issue getting there by that time, please, please, please let us know. We don't want to leave you, so just let us know. We will figure that out. And then we have once we get to camp around 8:45, we will be updating the Facebook page just to let you guys know, like, hey, we made it, we're here, pictures throughout the weekend, and then we'll also keep you updated when we're on the way home about our return time. Sometimes we're a little ahead of schedule. We might be a few minutes behind if we hit traffic, anything like that. So we're going to keep you updated on that Facebook page. So then Saturday, we're at camp all day. Lots and lots of fun things. That's when we'll do our zip lining and our Bible studies and our small groups and our s'mores and our breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's going to be great. And then on Sunday. So on Sunday, we'll wake up, we'll clean up, we'll have breakfast, we'll have our last session, and then we head home. So we typically arrive at Gateway around 12:30, but like I said, stay tuned to that Facebook page. If you don't like us on Facebook yet, go like us so that way you'll get notifications to know, because we might be like, we're going to be there in 30 minutes and it's 12 o'clock. So, or it's 11:30 and we're early or anything like that. We'll keep you updated so you know when to come get your kiddos, and you'll pick them up just right from Gateway Entrance 5, same thing like before. Now we're going to go over the checklist, the packing list. And this is going to also be attached in that email. If your student is registered currently for camp, you will receive that email. If you're not registered, we do still have a few spots left, so go to gateway-community.org/refuel20 and register soon, because registration ends on November 1st at midnight. Okay, so your children are going to need a mask. I already talked about it before. I recommend sending 2 or 3 masks just in case one could break or lose it, or if they're anything like my kids, they will lose a mask while they're at camp. Send an extra one. We'll have some of the blue ones that we can give them if something happens. And then also hand sanitizer. We will have our own hand sanitizer, but I recommend your student bring a little personal hand sanitizer. They're going to be getting a lanyard that has their name on it and also their little schedule in the back. You can just clip those hand sanitizers right to that, and then they have it with them all the time, which is really great. They will need to bring their own bedding. Sleeping bags are the best thing because it covers the bottom, it covers the top, you bring a pillow, and you're good to go. They don't take up a lot of room. So sleeping bags work great. They will also need to bring their own towels, soap, and toiletries. Luckily, they do not need to bring toilet paper since 2020 toilet paper crisis. Just kidding. They're going to have toilet paper there, but they need to bring everything else. So they'll need a towel, a washcloth, their soap, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant. Please bring deodorant. Toothbrush and toothpaste. We'll be encouraging them to use those while at camp. So all of those things that they'll need for the bathroom. They'll also need insect repellent. We do live in Texas and we have mosquitoes, and sometimes they're this big. So bring insect repellent. Please make sure that the insect repellent is not aerosol. They have the pump kind. That's what we have you bring. No aerosols will be allowed. If a student has an aerosol, we're going to have to confiscate that from them. So please don't bring aerosols. You're also really going to need a flashlight and or a headlamp. So the headlamps are cool because you just put it on and you can walk around. There will be times when we're walking in the dark going from the lodge area to the group to the s'mores area to wherever. So need to have a flashlight with you. A jacket or a sweatshirt, lucky them. We're going to be giving out hoodies, so we will have those available to wear the entire weekend. They want to bring a jacket beyond that, totally their choice. It could be rainy, so if they want to bring a rain type jacket, that's great. They'll need pajamas and appropriate clothing for the weather. So we don't know if it's actually going to be cold or hot or anything like that yet, but have them bring warm clothes and maybe a pair of shorts or something in case it's warm. And shoes, athletic shoes, and long pants if they want to zip line. So athletic tennis shoes are best. There's a lot of sticks and things we're going to be walking over, so athletic shoes are great for camp. They will definitely need to bring their PB&J. And if you don't know what a PB&J is, I'm going to let you know. It's a pen, their Bible, and their journal. So a pen and a Bible, we're going to provide the journal. We are going to provide one specific to the lessons that we're teaching at Refuel that provide places for them to put notes. If your child is an excessive note taker, have them bring another journal. That's fantastic, and we love that. But definitely need that Bible because we won't be having access to cell phones throughout the day. So they will not be able to use that Bible app that they have on their phones. They're going to need to bring their Bible. If your student does not have a Bible, please let us know. We will get them one. We have some that we can get out to them, and we do have some that you can purchase as well if you'd like to do that. Make sure that they have clean clothes for Sunday because we're going to be coming home on the bus on Sunday, and we want them to have clean clothes so that they can wear so we don't smell them on the way home. Medications. This one's important. If your child has any medications, you're going to want to put those in a Ziploc bag with their name written on it, and a Sharpie works best because we can see it. Our leaders will have those, and they will hand those out as prescribed or needed or whatever is told to us. They will work with their leaders to get those medications throughout the day. We don't allow them to keep the medications in their bag. We have to give them to them. A couple of things not to bring. A cell phone. We don't have, sometimes we do have students bring cell phones. It's kind of up to the leader's discretion on how much they like. When I lead a group, I really enjoy having them completely unplugged for the weekend. I think it is something we don't do enough. So it's up to you as a parent, but cell phones will not be allowed during large group time, small group time activities. We ask them to leave them in the room. So if you'd rather just leave them at home so they're not tempted, then that's up to you. Car keys, you're not going to need them, you guys who can drive, because you're riding a bus. Walkie-talkies, knives, anything sharp, any weapons at all, those are not allowed at camp. You cannot bring your pets, even if it's a cute little tiny pet, we're not allowed to bring those to camp. No tobacco products, alcohol, or drugs. You do not need your own harness or helmet for the zip line. They have all of the equipment there. You do not need any other types of electronics, iPads, iPods. What else did they have? You're not going to need any of that. We are going to be enjoying nature and spending time with each other and learning about Jesus. We're not going to need that. And then aerosol cans, like I spoke before, those are not allowed at camp either. If your child has any food allergies, please let us know. If you did not already on your registration, let us know so we can contact the camp, because they will actually be preparing things specifically for that student. So if they have any needs, let us know. And I think that about covers the informational part of our video for you guys. If you have any questions, we're going to include our cell phone numbers in the email if you're getting it, or even right here in the video. Feel free to give us a call, text, an email, anything. If you have any questions or concerns, we would love to talk to you about those. If you have not signed up for Refuel, we do have just a few spots left, and we are closing registration soon. So if you're interested in going, go to gateway-community.org/refuel20 to register today. And if you need financial assistance, we have a scholarship application. You can email us, and we will give you that information as well. I hope we answered all your questions. We are so excited. I cannot wait for November 6th. See you then.